What you see here is a Thomas British India T5. 4 blades, 52 inches, antique English brass, I believe is the name of the finish. This is essentially just a copy of the Fasco Parlour Fan, using many of the same parts. In fact, one of the only notable different pieces being the top faceplate as well as the canopy. Variable speed knob can be found on this side, and even though it has the skinnier knob piece akin to a Fasco with SQ-like Vari-Low, it does still have a cardboard box variable speed control within it. This is a bit of a weird Thomas, as most Thomases I've seen, even when they're using the solid wood blades like this one, they still have the type of badges and spiders that do not use the rubber bushings. This one, however, does. You can see right there, it has the rubber bushings, and as such it has the slightly smaller screw heads that come with the rubber bushings. They are also a bit more round and a little less flat. So that's rather interesting. Additionally, looking at this fan from a distance, you will see that the blades do have a bit of an upward pitch to them. In my experience, most Thomases usually try to negate that and make the blades more level. One such example being that T3 right over there. If you look closely here as well, you will see the screws are rather different looking, and no rubber bushings between the spider and the wood blade. Rather interesting. I assume this is just sample of variation with Thomas using parts from Fasco. Perhaps this was one of the later parlor fan style models they made, and that's why it uses so many of the parts from the later Gen 1 parlor fans. Oh wait. There we go. Forgot that the switch was turned off. Anyways, so we'll start the fan up as slow as it can go. And just like all other Thomases and Fasco Parlour fans of the time, it has a 3-pull chain system, the first pull being high speed, the second pull being a variable setting, and then the third pull is off. The fan has a pretty nice low speed. Nice, slow, and methodical. Overall, it's a pretty nice looking fan. And this style of antique brass definitely looks a bit different compared to Fasco, as well as many other companies of the time. Alright, we'll turn it up a bit. You can tell it's spinning faster because of the 60 cycle hum kicking in. Even though this fan is pretty quiet at the low end of the variable speed, once you turn it up past that, it does start getting kind of noisy. And it sounds like some of that is definitely due to vibration, not just a 60 cycle hum from the cardboard box. I'll give it credit for this. The variable speed knob does have a pretty nice range. My small antique English brass T3, the cardboard box on that one is pretty much all but compromised, as there's only a little tiny area where you can get any speed between a medium high and, not enough power to the point where the flywheel stalls. It seems that Thomas's are a bit finicky when it comes to their cardboard boxes, even more so than Fasco's, which is sort of saying something, but this one's pretty good. Definitely one of the better ones I've seen. Anyways, there's full speed on the very low setting, which is probably not that far off from high overall. High speed isn't that fast, but it certainly is still blowing good air. The Parlour fans were definitely never known for their speed, more so their blade pitch. And the Thomas fans definitely seem to follow suit with that. At least the 52-inch ones. And there you have it. An antique English brass Thomas T5.